So I'm pretty excited to talk to you all. So can y'all tell me your names and kind of, and I'll ask you some questions about. I don't even know where to start. I'm just so excited. So what's your names?
Yeah, okay, so I'm Barb Kimmery.
Okay.
This is Michelle Kimmery.
Hey, off the grass, off the grass, off the grass.
They're
You're
fine.
Okay.
Can't hurt that grass, it's weeds.
So we've been together for over 30 years. We've been married for 30 years.
30 years.
And Michelle's transgendered. She lived that life for 40 years before she came out and said, you know, I'm sick of living a lie and it's time for my truth.
Right.
And we were together at that time, and it was a huge change.
Sure.
It was something that I don't think anybody expects, but nobody expects to have to live a lie their entire life either.
Yeah. Right.
So our marriage continued and evolved and grew stronger. The only difference was my knowledge, my level of knowledge. I now
Level
knew
of
the
knowledge.
truth.
What do you mean by that? That's
So
interesting.
she was my husband,
Okay.
and when she trusted me with the truth, anything that I felt, she was still the very same person.
Right.
It was just my level of knowledge that changed about her.
Oh, so y'all started out being married, and you were fully man.
Yes.
You were man and wife,
Mhm.
and then she came to you one day,
Mhm.
and she said,
It was Father's Day of 1992. I'll never forget. Our son was 6 months old,
"Okay,
and she said, we need to talk. I love you. We're soulmates, and I need to be honest with you and talk to you." And that's how the conversation started.
okay, yes, ma'am."
Took several years for us to
Work through everything.
Of course, that's big changes,
Yeah,
you
yes,
know.
ma'am, yes,
and
ma'am.
but our love for each other grew. That never faltered. Never once did I say, "Forget it. I'm out of here."
That's true commitment. Wow, that's true
Absolutely.
commitment.
And
Yeah.
plus, we had a son. And
Okay.
our son is amazing. He's 30 years old now.
Okay.
And grew up knowing Shell, knew that Shell was dad. And I think he knew that our family dynamic was different than others. But
Right.
we've been blessed with
More
the
than
people
blessed.
that come to us,
Right.
like you today.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
interested.
Uh-huh.
You want to know.
I wanna know.
We're happy. We're
Yeah.
loving. We're the most blessed people in the world.
Wow.
There's no
So,
doubt about that.
yeah.
Right.
Do we believe in God? Yes, we do.
Okay.
God brought us together.
Right.
Totally. And God has kept us together.
Right.
So, yes, our faith in each other and the higher power is always there.
Wow. So, did you go under any operation, or did you just kind of
No.
stay? Okay, just kind of. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a male body,
Right. Okay.
unfortunately, but
Yeah.
that's,
Right.
the operations and all the things like that, I mean, they're, you got $100,000 to start. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll just keep everything like it is.
Well, that's kind of where I went, it's like, okay, $100,000, I can raise my family, I can make a life now.
Right.
That's what's more important to me than to physically change this.
Right.
Because in here,
You all
physically
female.
changed anyway.
You feel female in your okay. What was your growing up years like? What was y'all growing up years like?
Well, mine's different than hers because there's
Yeah.
12-year gap between us.
Oh, okay.
So she grew up in the 50s back when, for instance, can I
Yes.
say this?
Please.
When she was 4 years old, she knew at that time that something was different about her because
Oh.
she would see all the pretty dolls, but know in the back of her mind that if her dad caught her looking at those pretty dolls,
Yeah.
We were in trouble.
he would be in so much trouble because
Okay.
that was not accepted. You don't talk about that, you don't do
Yeah.
that, that's devious, that's perverted, that's,
Right.
but yet you grow up feeling like that all your life and you think that you're no good, and
Right.
that's lots of things we worked
Yeah,
through.
a lot of things.
She's
Okay.
totally worth
Right.
living, and God made her this way, maybe for others to learn their own tolerance.
All right.
perhaps.
This is maybe a crazy question, but I hope y'all don't mind me asking. When it comes to sex, what happens?
Okay, so
That's that too personal. That's too personal.
No,
It's not
No.
too personal because
Okay.
we don't mind sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just so
When-
curious.
Of course. So, for me,
Okay.
when she came to me to tell me the truth about herself, that made me look at things differently.
Okay.
And because I am not inclined towards women at all, it kind of put a little, because I
Barrier.
couldn't have, she took my husband away from me, but she became my best friend. So
Oh.
therefore, the sex between us ended. It ended.
Completely ended.
Completely.
So no sex at all.
Not with each other. No.
Okay.
For
Okay.
25, 26
Now we're
years.
just too old, we don't
just
care.
don't care.
Oh, you don't care. Oh, you,
Now
so
we're
it's not a desire anymore.
It was never really a desire for me, even in my younger years.
Okay.
But as far as us having sex together, no.
Okay.
Have there been other men in our lives? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
she always allowed me and said, you know I'm not what you're
Right.
wanting.
I couldn't be what she needs.
Right.
Okay. So
As
you
a
allow
white,
her.
straight woman that,
So you allow the other relationships.
So I said,
Absolutely.
look, you're not quite what I want either.
Because she feels
Yeah.
female and is attracted to men as well.
Okay.
And so.
Okay. So have you had other relationships?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And sexual relationships with other partners?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then when are y'all currently in other relationships now? Or are you just kind of chilling now?
We just
Mm.
chill. We old. We're just old and chilling
now.
now.
Okay. All right. So obviously you believe in the afterlife.
Of course.
What do y'all think happens to a person's soul as soon as they die? What do you think happens to a person as soon as they die? So-
I think they escape the hell on earth that we currently
Yeah.
live,
Okay.
right? And go to a certainly better place. I think it could be just a dimension away.
Yeah.
Who knows that,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
But we look forward to it and we'll be there
Yeah.
together
Exactly.
then as
Yeah.
well.
So you believe the same
Certainly.
same thing? Okay. So here's a good question, and I'm kind of. I hope y'all don't. I just want to know. I'm just thinking. I just want to know what y'all thinking.
We done
I'm
talked
gonna-
about sex. Go ahead.
Well,
What?
okay. So do you believe God is good?
Of course.
Yes.
All right. Do you believe He's all knowledgeable?
Yes.
All right. Do you believe He's perfect?
No.
Okay. What do you
I
think?
differ.
You different? Okay. All right. So why would you say you differ, and why would you say He's not perfect?
Because I think that man, irregardless of what you want to call God,
Mm-hmm.
if you think that's somebody up in a great big chair in heaven, that's not. That's not. I think God, as far as we are concerned, or as people are concerned,
Yes, ma'am.
makes mistakes just like everybody else.
Mm.
I don't care,
Yeah.
what that is. You call it perfect or whatever, but I don't know,
Yeah.
in my lifetime, it seems like a lot of things aren't quite perfect.
I see.
Why would you let a baby die to bring it into the world for 4 minutes?
I see what you're saying.
See?
I can feel your pain on that.
Something like that.
Yeah. What would you say?
Well, I don't know about the perfect thing. Here's what I will tell you.
Okay, please.
Did you ever see Passion of the Christ?
I have. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I
Good
loved
show.
that movie.
You did for
too.
real?
Yes,
Good show.
because I think Mel Gibson captured the very essence
Yes.
of Christ.
Yes.
And here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
If Christ knew that mankind built a religion
Okay.
on him, he would not have that.
You know what? I
He
agree
doesn't
with
want
you.
none of that.
I agree with you.
There's the higher
Worst
power that he
wars,
belongs,
The
and he
bloodiest
would
wars
be
that we've
sad.
ever
It's
fought.
based on Christianity.
Religion.
Wow. Yeah.
Religion.
So I think
Why?
Christ would have been horrified to see
Yeah.
how we've taken the good,
Yeah.
the true good, the perfect,
Yes.
if you
yes.
will,
Yes.
and turned it and manipulated it into
Yes.
what we have going on today. We got
Oh,
people
wow.
hating, we got
Oh,
people
yeah.
people miserable. We got
Yeah. Yeah.
we need love. We need more
Absolutely.
love.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm not gonna bother y'all too much longer. I'm just trying to figure out the best questions I can ask you guys. Do y'all get any pushback for being transgender? Like, what kind of pushback? Do people look at y'all funny, or do they,
I've had my ups and downs.
Yes.
I mean, as far as that goes.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've had a lot of the name calling, I've had a lot of that kind of stuff, but you know what?
You just
It
keep
don't
rocking
bother
on?
me. I don't care. I don't care what you think of me.
Yeah, that's good.
The
The
only
funny
person
thing-
I have to explain anything to is the person in the mirror.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's all I have to explain to.
yeah, right.
So as far as the harassments and stuff,
Yeah,
I've had to stop my two sons. I've had to stop both of
Yeah.
them from getting in fights over me.
oh.
Because they would say, "You're looking at her. What are you looking at her for?" What, you know, they're so protective of her
I
and not
understand.
wanting her to experience that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you honestly, all in all, we find more people like yourself
Yeah,
Yeah.
who are interested
Yeah.
and open
Yeah.
and loving
yes ma'am.
and really want to feel. I want to know about
I want to
you.
know, I want to know.
Yeah. So there you go.
So do you believe God made a mistake when he created you?